Hello! We left off here with black trying to decide whether to protect this corner or not. So let's look at first what would happen if black played away. Then white can capture this one stone. And it's not super big in and of itself, it's around 4 points in the corner here locally. But it is Santa, so if black continues playing elsewhere, then white can Atari here and black can't afford to connect, because then the whole group dies. So when white Ataris here, black would have to give up these 4 stones, and that's too big at this stage of the game. So when white captures 1 stone here, black does have to respond locally, and this means that white gets these 4 points for free, and yeah, this 5 here has some value in its own, so maybe we should, I don't know exactly how big we should count this as, maybe around 3 points center for white. But of course B17 also has value, so you have to compare, like, is it worth it to give white this around 3 points for free, or do we want to prevent it? In the game, black decided to protect the corner, but it seems that Katago thinks that it's slightly too small. It would be slightly better to take some big point at B, maybe play some forcing moves first, but black can actually Tanuki here and give up those points. But it's very close. In the game, black just responds, wants to keep these points in the corner, and that means then that, okay, white gets one force move here in the right, and then gets this move in the upper left. So sort of the idea here behind this move is that black could capture this 1 stone like this, but then white gets to cut black off like this, and black needs to add a move here to keep the eyes of this group in the corner and also keep this group okay, and then white will continue playing big moves, so white gets another Santa here. So black doesn't gain very much by capturing this 1 stone, so black is instead going to play some force moves here on the left. Later on, B17 might be worth some points for black. So white is going to try to stay connected up here on the left. Black is going to wedge here. This is another point where Kotoko seems to think that it's like 1 point better to cut here first, which kind of makes sense when you see it. So like if white has to Atari from this side, it's a slight gain to have forced white to Atari from this side compared to like in the game when white can also choose to Atari from this side. So, but again, really a minor difference. Black wedges here, white backs down, and black just connects. And now white would like to follow up in the upper left to save this 1 stone, prevent black from getting B17 in the future. So white would like to follow up with this wedge here. Something like this sequence would be a good way to save this 1 stone. But if white tries it right now, then yeah, it's a bit annoying that black can push, cut here, and at this point white is going to be forced to, if white tries to connect from the outside, black can go down here and white is in trouble. Something is going to die here. If white tries to save everything, then white just dies. So at this point, yeah, white has to push here on the second line, and now black has gained the option of, first of all, black reduce some points in center, but also black later on can capture 1 stone here. But first black is going to come back in the upper left. So that's a small sort of center gain for black there. So that's actually big enough that white is going to add another move here on the left first. And there are 2 ways to think about. White could either connect solidly here on the left to sort of keep this territory, prevent black from pushing down there, and this indirectly fixes the weakness at C8. Or white could push in here, increasing the liberties of this white chain, and also threatening this cut here. Pushing in at F11 would then activate some cutting problems for black, so it might even be Santa. So which way do you think is best for white to protect? Leave your reasoning in the comments, check back tomorrow to see how the game continues.